di kade ni Karamoja angach wono awavia angini ya Karamoja angina wo andawi.
Security has yet again eluded Karamoja, home to 1 million agro-pastoralists with the resurgence of one of Uganda's highly politicized conflicts, its armed cattle rustling. Known as one of the poorest and least developed in the country, a re-emergence of armed cattle rustling threatens to further complicate the jigsaw puzzle that Karamoja development is. Originally equipped with bow and arrows for protection of livestock only, Karamoja's acquisition of guns from 1979 political upheaval eventually meant an always-present distribution of ammunition in communities. It therefore implies Karamoja's struggles with security have had a firm basis on politics and the state. Today's social and political challenges are no different, with insecurity taking a firm root again due to a lapse attributable to the region's security and political leadership.
Ani jadi kan agak kawat aja ona awat yang, akaru ye, pakai kona punya nabe akaru lo, rokok jika awat ye, aja ona awat ya, aja oni arai, aja oni awat ya, ni boko jongan nama ata ni boko kuat bebe, ni atur ni awat ya neni, ani aja oni awat ya, tu aja tu turkan akan ye,
kita neni,
ni dia ngolik nereza kita mar, be tur awat ya lo tunggalu. Guru-guru guna dia kaya kini kata kaya ring barang kata kau ngena, ni kaya barang dia ni tata kan nyo, awali barang jalan mana uji kerangnya anjie, ayah kajik, kerana itu rukan awali ayah kajik.
A post-2010 mechanism established with the participation of local community leaders called Nabilatuk resolution largely contributed to a relatively peaceful decade.
Tamana Nabilatuk, itu mana kaya takina karang tungare. Paying na ke elope ta paying na idoko kintai tamara ta paying na kadiko arama logo nga tungare na tajitere magro na kapale pachamunete kamanugo then tamar na yae neni area munere aten na kokko nang check it litari yong yomna na tu ko tajiya ta pe loko gini tangna kadiko to bo te robo kori e pereteng be mi ara stabonlo akera ringa krona akeke so anena ba neni people misinterpreted.
The Nabilatuk resolution got criticized by actors in the justice, law and order sector. Some of the actors involved in implementing it became complicit in corruption. Under the weight of heightened and sustained attacks, its enforceability ebbed, and so did the relative peace it had helped contribute to.
Tarawine tupunere ngake jene kama. Aneria munyonga tungu na itumoi, una rai peaceful. Torremoro inga tungu. Tamara ba pe yokwara. Ba pe yokwara ngneche.
When we started with the Nabilatuk resolution, it had at least given hope and punished the so-called thieves. But eventually, it also turned to be a commercialized project. It did not have any committee that controlled it. So each person started singing about Nabilatuk resolution. The ingredients of it was totally lost.
We bypass the elders, the council of elders. We have ignored several times. We asked the council of the elders kitogogongoi to yanai kidocumenting ai to chama pukan supporting our pukan.
What were fairly managed thefts of cattle amongst Karamojong communities in 2019 have degenerated into armed confrontations, taking advantage of hard-to-be police-porous international borders with Kenya and Sudan, and a history of economic deprivation and poverty. In September 2019, President Museveni and Uhuru met in Moroto to discuss security and development issues related to the Uganda-Kenya border area. Hard on the heels of their meeting, the violence surged as principles towards ensuring security in the region gathered dust in a memoranda of understanding.
In some few years to come, we shall not have generation of youth to take over from these ones we have, because the number of raiders killed in 2020, the number is too big.
Vyambi will not mention the actual figures, though crucially needed by stakeholders. Our verified reports put incidents of gun-related violence at 400, death at 300, and livestock raided or stolen at 100,000. Because of several limitations, our numbers represent only a small percentage of small incidents and death. In a country where Karamojong lives are not taken as important as any other, these deaths do not cause the right amount of concern. Here, the extractive industry goes on well protected and the media pays only superficial attention. With thousands of cattle recovered and returned to owners, jailing of those arrested, and recovering illegal weapons, the UPDF is on the ground, active, probably overstretched, and has yet to score decisive wins in the fight against cattle rustling.
The pastoralists have been complaining. I've had 2 meetings since this year with the leadership of Gabon and also the Kra leaders in Gabon. They are continuing to blame the UPDF for failing to show superiority and dominance over this situation.
After the disarmament between 2001 to 2010, about 50 guns remained in Amudat. 5 for the last 2 years have been recovered by force and people killed. But government and all of us, the security people, did not make an effort to follow those balances.
Beyond this conflict's politics and policy are real families grieving losses of their loved ones and their property, and a nervous region. Between 2001 to 2010, the government carried out disarmament exercise in Karamoja in which more than 40,000 illegal arms from locals were recovered. We believe this effort did not take out all weapons. Current sources of weapons include South Sudan, Kenya, remnants from the previous disarmament, and the Uganda security forces. For a region that's gained so much over a great part of the last decade, there is so much to lose. For now, it is clear disarmament is a crucially needed step to securing the region. While the memories of our first disarmament experience may be painful, that is the right road to peace, and stakeholders can work to make a bloodless disarmament possible. Collaboration of key actors, newly elected political leaders, Uganda's security leadership, and the presidency need to work together to get it right. And time is running out fast.